Hey guys, it's Demi Lovato. Thank you so much for submitting your questions. I can't wait to answer them. And special thanks to Romeo and Saturday Night Online. So, Emily from Canada, what is your favorite thing to do in your free time? I love to put on sweatpants and lay on the couch and watch the ID channel. Reem Ganem from Israel, is it hard to stay so strong when you are always in the spotlight? I think being a human being, it's hard no matter what. I think that the spotlight may add a little bit of pressure to it, but I think as a human being, life gets hard and you just have to be able to deal with it and keep working through your issues. Jesse from New York City, if you could go anywhere for a vacation, where would it be? Barbados. I went to Barbados not long ago, and I fell in love with Barbados. It's absolutely beautiful there, and everyone's super chill and really nice. Eden from Israel, what is your favorite song on your new album, Demi? My favorite song on my new album, Demi, is probably Nightingale. It's just a really beautiful song, and it's kind of about, it can be about multiple different things, but for me, it's about my guardian angel. Ashley from Dallas, Texas. What up? I'm from Texas too. Are you considering revisiting an acting career, or are you content focusing on your music? I think at some point I would love to act again, but I think for right now, I do better when I focus on one project at a time. And so I want to focus on music right now. Derek from LA, California. What is one of the funniest things that's happened to you while recording Demi? I don't really know. I think some of the funniest times that we have is when we're writing in the studio and we kind of get delirious. So what we do is we actually will start writing really inappropriate versions of the song, and it's pretty funny. Kelly from Washington, D.C., what is your proudest accomplishment of your life so far? I think my proudest accomplishment is having a #1 single on pop radio. I mean, that's crazy to me. Elizabeth from New York, what is your favorite brand of clothing? Well, as the whole world who knows me knows, I love Topshop, and I'm wearing it right now. But yeah, I love Topshop. It's everything they have there is so cute. Allie from Manchester, what are 3 things you would bring with you to a desert island? I would bring a runway, fuel, and a private plane. No one ever says that. Jordan from Boston, Massachusetts, how involved are you in the songwriting process for your new album? I was very, very involved in the songwriting process. Most of it I was actually writing on. Maybe there's like 2 or 3 songs that I didn't write on, but all the other ones I wrote, and I have, they're about personal experiences and and just things that I wanted to sing about. Lori from Ocean City, New Jersey, what song do you think most people will be able to relate to on your album? I think it's hard to tell because it depends on what you've been through. If you're going through a breakup and you miss the person, you're going to love In Case. And if you have somebody that you feel like is a guardian angel looking above you, I think you're going to love Nightingale. Or, I think that if you're going through a breakup and you're sad about it, like you're going to love Without the Love. There's so many things that there's a song for everybody on this album. Jared from Albuquerque, which is where I was born, fun fact. Why did you choose Heartbreak as your single to be released? Well, that's actually really funny because it's not called Heartbreak, but Heart Attack I chose it to be released as my first single because it has a big sound. It's edgy, and it just made sense to be the first single. It's coming out with a strong single that was really important to me, and so I did. Lauren from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. If you could choose anywhere in the world to put on a concert, where would it be? I think it would be in Fiji, because I've never been, and I really, really want to go. Carrie from Aspen, Colorado. Do you like being a judge on the X Factor? Yes. Judging on the X Factor was so much fun this last time around, and now I get to go back and do it again, and I'm absolutely stoked. Natalia from Mexico City. Are all of your songs inspired by things that happen in your own life? If so, does that make it easier or more challenging to write them? Yes, all of my songs are about things that I've been through. The way that people interpret them and what they may think it's about, it's out of my control. But some things are definitely hard to write about and sing about because they're so personal. But other times it's kind of like telling my side of a story, or, being able to sing about someone that I really, really care about. Charlie from London. Charlie. If you had to have only 3 songs on your iPod, which ones would you choose? Well, I would choose Ain't No Way by Aretha Franklin. I would choose Slow Dancing in a Burning Room by John Mayer, and Breathe Me by Sia. Very weird mixture. Charlotte from New Jersey. What is your favorite song that you've ever performed? It doesn't need to be one of your own songs. One of my favorite songs that I've ever performed, I love performing. If it's one of my own, I love performing Love's Like a Star. I totally get lost when I sing the song, and I'm able to really go for it. But ones that's not my own is I love singing The House That Built Me by Miranda Lambert. Oh, hey, what's up? Kenny from LA, California. If you could give one piece of advice for auditioning on X Factor, what would it be? My advice would be to impress us as much, make us remember you somehow. Be entertaining, work the stage, and have so much confidence, because that is what attracts people. That's what make people want to watch you. Ryan from England. Who do you go to when you need advice? I go to my manager, Phil, for advice, because he knows me really, really well, and we just have from everything career choices to what color of sofa I should put in my living room. He knows me better than anybody. Bradley from Paris, France. How do you prepare to go on stage? Do you get nervous? I definitely get nervous, especially when I have a crush on somebody in the audience, or I really, really want to impress somebody. So I definitely get nervous sometimes. Amanda from New York City, New York. What's your favorite food? I love chocolate chip cookies, preferably warm, with a glass of milk. Allison Thompson from Glasgow. What would you say your ideal day is? My ideal day would be waking up, going and having coffee, or maybe going and working out, doing something on a hike or something, and then, being active, maybe go surfing, something, going to get coffee, and just being with people that I love and that I have a good time with. Bridget from Sedona, Arizona. Do you prefer touring or performing locally? I don't really have a preference. I do like it when I don't have 4 shows back to back, because it's a lot less stress and it's a lot less wear and tear on my voice. June from Chicago, Illinois. What is your favorite part of your career? Is it performing or the creative process? I think that it varies. When I'm in the studio, I always think, oh my gosh, this is my favorite part of my career. But then when I get on tour, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be on tour. This is my favorite part. And it just, honestly, it changes so much. I'm so happy with every aspect of this career. I can't believe like I'm living my dream. Juliana Ward from Rentham. What is your favorite song that you've written? My favorite song that I've written, I think it would be, I don't know, I think it might be Don't Forget. It was such a meaningful song to me, and I still play it at concerts to this day. And I poured a lot of emotion into that song. Ellie from London, what has been the most embarrassing moment of your life? There was one time where I had a crush on this guy, and my teacher found out. Well, apparently the teacher was the coach of the football team, and the guy was on the football team. And the guy walked by the classroom. He brought the guy in. The teacher actually said in front of the entire classroom, somebody in this room has a huge crush on you, and she won't stop talking about you. And he said, who? And everybody pointed at me. And there's not much you can do in that moment, but to just be like, what's up? Let me get your number. Josh from Knoxville, Tennessee. Do you like singing more than acting? And by the way, that guy turned out to be my boyfriend a couple years later, so that was pretty awesome. Josh from Knoxville, Tennessee. Do you like singing more than acting? I do. At this moment in my life, I do like singing more than acting, but at some point, you know, I'm sure acting will become my favorite thing again. It varies. It's like that performing or touring question. Creative process touring question. Hannah from Pittsburgh. Do you enjoy fame, or can it just get out of hand sometimes? The only reason why I like fame is because I'm being able to speak about issues that I'm very passionate about, and issues that I didn't have anybody to look up to when I was going through these things. I didn't have anyone that said it was going to be okay or you can overcome it. And that's why I like having a voice, because I get to help people. But every other part that comes with it, it can definitely be really annoying. I hate paparazzi. I hate being photographed. I don't really like photo shoots. I don't know. I don't even like wearing makeup all the time. But, you know, when you're on stage, you do that sort of thing. But I do it for the music and for having a say in this world, getting to help people. Ashley from Glasgow. In what city or country do you think your fans are the most supportive? If I actually answered that question, it would start a riot in every other country that I have fans in. So, can't answer that one. Marissa from Scarsdale, New York. Do you prefer working alone or collaborating with other artists? I love working alone, but I also love collaborating because you get to step out of your box a little bit. And sometimes you get to work with people that you've idolized. When I was working on my album, Here We Go Again, I just had this pipe dream. Like, I want to work with John Mayer because he's one of my favorite artists of all times. So I told my record label, and somehow it happened. Thank you, Hollywood Records. Somehow it happened, and I was in the studio with John Mayer, and it was a dream come true. And I think that's a pretty awesome opportunity to have when you're creating music, is to collaborate with people that you've looked up to your whole life or listened to their music. Christina from Dallas, Texas. What up? Who are your biggest inspirations? My biggest inspirations are Kelly Clarkson. I love Kelly Clarkson. She's had an incredible career, and she's classy and real and down to earth. And I really like Beyonce. I think that she has so much attitude, but she's a classy woman, and she can perform like no other mother. Alyssa from Miami. If you could be someone else for a day, who would you be and why? If I could be someone else for a day, I would definitely be Queen Elizabeth, because She's a queen, and we'd get to see what the palace looks like. But that is all the time that I have for today. Thank you so much, Saturday Night Online and Romeo. You guys are amazing. Thank you for having me.